22nd, we are having a health and wellness expo. Everyone is welcome, so come and join us. Let me tell you what's happening. First of all, it's happening in Rahway, New Jersey, inspired by my sonny boy, Jamal Gaines. Traumedy No More for Kids is what has inspired this health and wellness expo. Now, first of all, there's gonna be oodles and oodles and oodles of vendors. I'm so excited for the vendors, so you definitely wanna see that. We're also gonna have speakers coming out. We're gonna have a panel discussion, and on this panel discussion, we're gonna talk about how to manage stress, anxiety, depression, and trauma, not only for adults but children. This event is geared towards children, so there's going to be a cool bouncy house outside if you want to have your children come for that. There's going to be a gaming truck. I don't know much about that, but I hear kids like it. Now, there's so many highlights about this event, but it's not just for Rahway students and children. It's for all the children. Ages 7 to 12, 7 to 18, doesn't matter because there's going to be so many things. There's going to be breakout rooms, specialty breakout rooms to teach the children how to overcome anxiety, how to overcome stress. I'm so excited about this. Now, it's very important that you sign your child up for these breakout rooms. Sign them up for the event because it is limited space. We're gonna have an award ceremony, a scholarship ceremony at the end. So make sure you sign up. Make sure you join us. It's September 22nd. I know school is still in session. It's okay, it's okay. We gotta start early with the promotions. So sign up, join us, and go to Traumedy No More for Kids for more information. Bye. Oh my gosh, I was muted that whole time. Let's try this again. Take two. Good morning, Grand Rising to you and also you. I'm Sarcina. This is my supporting partner, Renee. She made it. We are here in New Jersey right now. If you can see, we're at Costco getting ready to get some things. But we wanted to do a final interview, right? Let's come on over here so I don't have to hold this right here. Come on, Renee. So as you know, since May, I've been prepping for this event, right? And we've been interviewing the different guests. Come over here, girl. We've been interviewing the vendors, the activity enrichment people. If this is your first time seeing this, we are having an event tomorrow, mañana. I don't know how else to say in another language, but it's a health and wellness expo. And the wild thing is, Renee, what I realized is a lot of people don't know about it. Some people don't know about it. My good friend, I'm actually staying with her this morning. She's like, "What are you doing again?" And we're this close. So I realized you may have no idea what this is and the purpose of it. So the reason why we decided to do this is because I believe that the world needs support, needs help, right? Last year I wrote a book called No More Traumedy. And the purpose of this book was to teach people how to push through the pain. Now, a traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. Everyone goes through this and they get stuck, right? But unfortunately, children don't really have those outlets. So someone said to me, "Tina, you need to do something for the children." And I was like, "Okay, I'll just talk, right? I'll just go speak." So I went to a school and I got the opportunity to speak with them. And then another school found out. And then the ripple effect started happening, right? So all this year I was going to different schools, teaching children, empowering them. And the main focus of our program is to teach children and people how to tap into their feelings. I am a life and health coach. So what I did is what I do for adults. I just trimmed it down for the children, making it a little easier for them to digest it, right? So we got this beautiful emoji board with different faces because it's visually easier to do that, right? So it's like, how do you feel? So right now, how do you feel? And I'm going to pause when I say that and go even deeper, real, how are you feeling? Not good, not great. Are you happy? Are you excited? Are you mad? Are you joyful? And then after we taught the kids to tap into those uncomfortable feelings like anxiety, stress, depression, then we rolled it over and gave them the resources, the tools, the skills to push through those pains. If you have not heard the movie or seen the movie Inside Out, it really connects with everything we're doing. So this event that's happening tomorrow, we have enrichment activities, and I'm so excited. Save the best for last, but that's what they say, right? Uh, with these enrichment activities, there's over 20 of them, and each one will give the children tools and strategies to push through that pain. Because when you're 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, it's kind of hard to figure out this thing called life, right? It's hard to understand these emotions and these feelings. So, traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. Everyone goes through them, like I said. And today's guest, oh my gosh, she's my cousin. You guys didn't know I had a modeling and talent company years ago. And I always say, God just gifts me with these ideas. God gifts me with these everything, right? And that's what I did back in the day. And she's actually coming on board to support the children, right? So, oh my gosh, you have to pull her in, right? I have to pull her in. I'm excited. So Renee is gonna pull her in. Like I said, we're like a one man, two man show right here. She's gonna bring Renee is going to bring Christina Conti up to the stage. Let me tell you a little bit about this girl. She is absolutely amazing. She has a heart of gold, and I've been saying this for weeks, right? For months. God has just gifted me with the ability to have these beautiful anchors of humans around me that are faith based, that know what they want, that want to change the world. And Christina is going to be leading a room for young women, right? The different activities are to empower the children. So we have a room for the young women, a room for the young men. And she came up with the whole concept herself. I absolutely love it. I love to see what people are going to bring to the table. And I said to her, and Renee, you can pull her up anytime you want, even though I'm talking, just interrupt my talking. Oh, she's here now. There she is. Yay! Hey, girl. Hey, how you
Hi.
feeling?
I'm I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm so
Yay!
happy that you actually like brought me into this. This is so
Yeah.
cool.
I still can't believe you're how. I don't even want to ask this question. How old are you?
Take a guess.
I want to say 12.
No, I'm 22. I'll be 23 in November.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if you know this, but I was like really trying to make your mother get pregnant on my birthday. And I was like, you got to name her Tina. Like, I was like in her ear the whole time. I
That's too
cannot believe
funny.
it. I can't believe it. So I
Yep.
want you to share with the peeps a little bit about yourself and how you got started with the modeling and like that whole thing. Because some people don't know and you're just so beautiful.
Thank you. Um, so a little bit about myself. I mean, I just graduated college in May. Yay, finally done with school. I started my big girl job, I guess you could say, this week. I just finished my first week at a marketing agency, and it's been a lot to digest, but I'm really excited because this is the first step into my, career. I got into modeling when I was really, really young. I did my first beauty pageant when I was 6, and it was all because of Tina and her daughter, my cousin Divinity, kind of got me into that whole world and introduced me to all those things, and I definitely fell in love with it, which led me to 3 or 4 years ago. I competed for Miss New Jersey USA for the first time, and for those of you that don't know, it's the preliminaries to the Miss USA pageant. So when you grow up doing pageants, Miss USA is always the big goal, right? So I did that. Um, I competed 3 years. I placed all 3 years, but I haven't won. I would love to win
Yes,
one
yes,
day.
yes.
Um, so that's definitely a dream of mine. And yeah,
I want
that's
to
a
tap
little
into
bit.
that really quick because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of parents and children think, well, why are you doing these pageants and things? And I say it's the character that it gives you, right? Being
Yeah.
able to talk in front of people. Can you share with the people being that young? Because she was even in a music group too,
Oh my God.
singing. Can you
Yeah.
share how this shaped you as an individual doing all these things?
Yeah, for sure. Interestingly enough, this actually helped me get my new job. Um, where'd she go? Oh, here she is. I was saying how this actually helped me get my new job that I just got. They were really intrigued by the fact that from a young age, I have been doing public speaking, and I've been almost like learning how to build a brand from a very young age, which a lot of people don't know how to do at my age right now, or ever, honestly. People don't really, you don't
I
really,
like
you
how you
really,
say ever.
yeah, you don't really learn that in school. It's not something that's really taught. So it's something that you have to learn elsewhere. And doing pageants and modeling and all that stuff has really helped me build a brand for myself, and definitely helped me with my interviewing skills and public speaking. When I interviewed for my new job, they were really impressed with my interviewing skills. So, and that's all thanks to pageants, 100%.
Oh my gosh, you remember all
Yeah.
the makeup? Like, because you know, there's different types of pageants, just like makeup, makeup, makeup. How
Yep.
important is it to look good? Like, meaning look good, feel good? Because some people think, oh, I'll just go out the house looking anyway. And I look at
Hmm.
your Instagram and I'm like, really, girl? You look like a fat, like a America's Top Model. How important is that and why?
For me personally, I feel like, and I'm sorry if you hear CJ, my
I don't hear him.
brother,
I would love
screaming in
to
the
see
background.
him. Bring him on. Let's see CJ.
Oh my gosh, he's throwing a fit right now. I don't know if that's the
Bring him
best
on.
idea.
Come on, CJ. I did an interview the other day and the little 5-year-old come through. Come through, CJ. Tell them.
I'll grab. I don't even know where he is right now. He's somewhere in the house. But I'll bring him on later. Um, what was the question again? Oh yeah, about looking good and feeling
Yes,
good.
yes, yes, yes.
Um, for me personally, I think how I look, like how directly affects how I feel. If I look slovenly and I look sloppy, I feel like I can't give my best effort to the day. That's just me personally. A lot of people feel like they can roll out of bed and get a lot done. That's just not me. I think that when you take care of your outer self, it definitely directly affects your inner self and your willingness to give to the day.
Can we talk about that inner self, your morning and evening rituals, and then I want to get into faith because, first of
Hmm.
all, do you have morning and evening rituals?
Um, Sort of, I guess you could say that. I mean, in the morning, I wake up really early for work. I do my makeup, I get dressed, I do my hair, and then I'm out the door. And then at nighttime, I pretty much do the same thing except I'm taking everything off, and yeah, and I do my devotional at night as well.
Okay, so I want to
Hmm.
get into the devotionals. And with the program, just to let you know, when I first got started, I was teaching children things like I am statements, things
Hmm.
like growth mindset, fixed mindset, because a lot of people have never heard about this. When
Yeah,
I go to the schools now, we're going to be doing vision boards. Have you ever done a vision board? Do you know what that is?
I know what that is. I've personally never done it, but I know a lot of people do them.
Girl, let me tell you. And congratulations on the engagement. Let's see. She's like, here you go, here you go.
I'm like, the camera's all like backwards, so it's weird. There we go.
I love it. Did you guys make a
Yeah.
date yet?
Um, we haven't, but I think it's gonna be October of 2026. I think we're gonna like put that deposit down in the next couple of weeks.
Oh my gosh, that's like
Mm-hmm.
you have a date then.
Kind of, sort of.
Is it going to be in New Jersey or where are you having the wedding?
It's gonna be in Jersey. Yep, literally 10 minutes away from my house, thank God.
Oh, okay. So make
Yeah.
sure you tell D. Anyway, we got off track. Sorry. This is my cousin. I love her. All right. So yeah, I wanted to get in. So yeah, so with the morning and evening rituals, I found this was a game changer. I found the vision boards were a game changer for me. The first time I did them was probably 10 years ago. This lady, oh, I hope she gets to come back. I hope she's still there. 10 years ago, this woman introduced me to vision boards. I went to a vision board party at her house. You still there, Chris? Maybe something's going on with her camera. I don't know. But hopefully she can hear me. And I didn't really know what it was. I didn't believe it. I didn't think it was, right or what was going on with it. And I've been doing them ever since. And it works so on point. If you've never done a vision board, you pretty much just start with writing, right? What are the things that you want? Because visualization is so important. And that's one of the things that I teach the children as well is you have to dream it, right? I always say think big times 10, no matter what it is. God has gifted us with the ability to be anything we want to be, to do anything we want to do. And as Christina said, I think she said she was 22. 20-year-old, 20-year-olds, 22, 23, whatever. They're just kind of like living life. But I just love the fact how she says she's got her big girl job now, and she's going to be getting married next year. It's like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. And that's what these types of programs do for the children, right? Parents, it is up to you to make the difference in your child's life. Do we know what's going on with her, Renee? She's not in it. Okay. Hey, we're just doing this. What we're doing, okay? If you have any questions, she's back.
Here we go.
Hey, so I don't know what part of
Sorry.
that you heard. I was talking about vision boards. So what we're teaching the children is how to make a vision board, like why you want to do this. Also, skills to get over those hard feelings, right? And I was
Hmm.
teaching the children breath work, and this little girl says, "My mom taught me the hand method." I'm like, "What is that?" So when she gets mad, I put her hands up, inhale, exhale,
Mm.
and then she said, "You go all the way to the end." And I was like, "What does your mom do?" She said, "She's a therapist."
That actually makes a lot of sense. I like that.
Yeah, so like you're up and you're down. But I
Hmm.
wanted to ask you, how important is faith in regards to your life?
Oh my gosh, faith is everything. I honestly I would be nothing without my faith. I wouldn't be able to do anything without my faith because at the end of the day, life sucks sometimes. We go through horrible things all the time. And without that anchor to hold on to, that hope, you wouldn't be able to go. I wouldn't be able to go on. Um, it's just it's 100% necessary to cling to something when life is so not pretty. So yeah,
Now you're 20s now. When you were younger, I don't think they had like social media and stuff. Do you see
no,
how that can be tough for children now? Because I'm not sure if you know the statistics, but anxiety, stress, depression, like they're up there when it comes to
yeah,
that sort of stuff. I did you know that suicide is the second leading cause of death for
yep.
children? And you have a
Hmm.
young, how old is Zoe? I don't even want to ask.
Zoe is 14. Yeah.
What are some things that you see now in the generations that, they're having traumas with or stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is like you have these influencers, or not even just influencers, but people on Instagram, Kardashians, whatever, with these very unrealistic, um, what's the word?
Lifestyle.
Lifestyle or looks or whatever it might be. And then you have young girls that can't really put that aside and say, oh, well, they're doing all these things to make it look like their life is great. You don't really have that sense to do that at that age. So you're just thinking, oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. I'm so normal looking. They have all these things. I have nothing. Like you start to compare yourself. And I think that's where like the downward spiral happens with like a lot of young girls and guys too. But
And it's wild because looking on the outside, like someone will look at your Instagram, they'll talk to you, they'll see you, and they'll say, "Oh, she's so perfect, she's so beautiful, she's so this, her life is so wonderful." Can you share a moment in your life where you had a situation and you had to push through? Because people always say to me,
yeah,
"Well, Tina, you're so great, you're so this, whatever," and I'm like, "You have no idea what I went through. Like,
right.
can you even get through that? Is there anything you would like to share
Yeah.
with us?"
Something that I've gone through. I mean, obviously our family has been through a lot with that situation and everything. But
What
everybody,
what I was gonna say, what about your? Because I heard a little bit about it. The
mhm.
seizures, is that a thing that
The
you used
what?
to get? The seizures that you used to get?
Yeah. Yeah, that is something that I've dealt with for a very long time. So it's almost
Can you share with us what
routine.
that is or
It's
what it is?
Yeah, so when I was 6, I was diagnosed with epilepsy. Um as I got older, it definitely got more manageable and it got better.
What
Um
exactly is epilepsy for those that don't know?
it's essentially when you have unexplained seizures. That's the easiest way to put it. Um it happens a lot in younger kids actually, so it wasn't super uncommon or weird when it was happening with me when I was younger. And it's known to sometimes get better as you get older. And it definitely has for me. It's become more manageable. um I haven't had a seizure in a really long time, which is great. But I guess one moment that was really difficult was a couple years ago. I had a seizure and I lost my driver's license, which was annoying, just super annoying. Like
Get
that's the best
annoying.
way to put it. Yeah, I mean, you're what was I was probably like 20 at the time and you can't drive anywhere. That's really aggravating and frustrating. So I was in college at the time, so going to school was difficult, and so that's definitely a moment of weakness, or where I was kind of knocked down, that I needed to cling to something to say, okay, this isn't the end of the world. There's something else. So it's yeah.
I love that, and I just want to say, someone might be watching this and say, "Ah, she only lost her license, you know. But I always say
Mm-hmm.
you cannot compare someone's situation to your situation. I used
Yeah.
to do that in the past. Like I would say, "So what? You lost your job. I lost my son," but you don't
Right.
know what else that has triggered, right?
Yes.
So I totally, totally get that. If you could share something with your younger self, what would you tell that little girl?
Oh my gosh, so many things, but I would tell her that like and I actually put this on the thing that I shared with you last night. Um, you are as beautiful as you are confident. I my whole life have struggled with confidence and feeling like I am just not enough and in whatever way it might be, whether that's school, whether that's my relationship, whether that's how I look. I've always struggled with that. And, you know, a lot of times people will look at you on the outside and say, that's not true. Like, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that, whatever. And that's just not true. A lot of times people are going through a lot inside. And I would definitely tell myself that if you just believed in yourself a little bit more, you would be a lot happier. And 100% that's what I would tell myself.
First of all, I want to say thank you for sharing that because I
Mhm.
know there's some people that can be embarrassing
Mhm.
or whatever. And here's my question to you, okay? Because I'm personally thinking this. If you feel that way, I cannot imagine how most children feel. What are
Yeah.
some things you think we can do to empower children so they feel more confident, so they, don't go through what you did when you were younger? What do you think some things that you could have done back then
That I could have done or that the
that
world could have
the
done?
world could have done for you? Because you were a kid, so you
Yeah.
don't know. That's what I meant. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, probably just having a less, what's the word, like standardized standard for what beautiful means, or what success means, because you can be very successful like with yourself and not make $1 million a year, but you know, you grow up thinking if you're not a millionaire, if you're not a doctor, if you don't do this and that, you're not successful. And that gets really draining sometimes. Or if you don't look like A, B, and C, you're not beautiful. I think that if it would have been a little bit more clear to me that beauty and success is not one thing, that it would have made things a lot easier.
I love that. Do you just
Hmm.
hearing you talk, and I get these downloads from God every now and again, and I am so stinking proud of you. I know your mom is proud of you. I know your grandmother is proud of you,
Hmm.
right? Like the whole family, like everyone, and you should
Oh,
be as
thank
well.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Have you ever thought of what you want to do next? Like, because you are a brand influencer, whether you realize it or not. Like when you have your little coffees. I don't drink coffee, but I'm like, I think I want a coffee because Christina has a coffee. Have you ever, because I always say God has planted these seeds in us to grow, and you can support and help so many other children. Have you ever thought of any goals that you want to do big than what you're doing now?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like the pageantry world, believe it or not, gives you a lot of leverage to make those things happen. And obviously it's always been a dream of mine to get to that point, to get to Miss USA and get to those levels, to be able to reach all those people. I mean, forget about all of the other stuff that's involved, like walking on the stage, whatever. Those things are cool, but I think being able to reach such a large amount of people, young girls specifically, is a big deal, because I think when we're kids, a lot of times we have that one person, whether it's like a celebrity, a family member, whatever it is, that we look up to and that we say, I'm going to follow in their footsteps because they did A, B, and C. I would love to be that for young girls like me, because I feel like everybody when I was coming up was a little bit more like white. So I would love to just, I guess, be that representation for like younger girls. So
So,
yeah.
so sometimes I forget, because color is just like colorblind to me. And
Yeah.
for those of you that don't know, she is mixed race.
Mhm.
Did that? How was that growing up? Because I don't know about you, but I always felt my entire life like I never fit in. Like the
Yeah,
white
me
kids
too.
were cool, the black kids, and it's just like You speak
Hmm.
weird, whatever. How was that for you growing up?
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's weird because it's like when you're with the white group, it's like you're too
What are
black
your
for the white
parents? What's your
group.
nationality?
My dad is Italian, and then my mom is Bermudian and Trinidadian. So those are my two halves. But yeah, it's weird growing up like that because there really isn't that many people that are mixed, believe it or not. I mean, I think it's happening more like recently and going into the future, but back then, like you were either black, Spanish, or white. That was it. So it
And you don't
was
even have the
like,
island there.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's definitely weird growing up like that because you feel like neither group fully feels like they like you fit in with them. So you feel like you don't fit in with them, they feel like you don't fit in with them. It's like it's awkward.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Renee, let's see if you're able to get that video in there. Like I said, we're doing technical difficulties. We're legit in the Costco parking lot right now, but I was getting this done. I like to show my why. And like Christina said, this was her cousin, my son. This is why we're doing this event to give back. Renee, if you're able to show that video, pop it in there. If it comes on, great. Okay, she can't. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to be
All
ending this.
right.
If you're just popping in, we're having a health and wellness expo tomorrow. Oh, do you think you have and would you want to wear a crown and banner tomorrow? Do you have one?
I have I have my
Can we
my
see? I see you turning
Hillsdale.
around. Can we see?
Oh, it's so simple. It's just my town sash that I wore for Miss New Jersey. But I never won the crown.
Well,
So
I'm sure. Do you have a crown in the house from any of your pageants?
I don't think so.
Look
I
at her.
don't think so. And if I do, it's huge.
I think I still. I wonder if I still have Dee Dee's crowns. I legit kept like all her crowns, all of her
Yeah.
trophies and everything. Well,
No,
where
there's
you?
somewhere. I don't know where though.
Well, if you can find it, we would love to have you with your crown. Oh my gosh! So I remember when we did the parade in Rahway, and it was you and Marquita, and you both had your crowns on in the car. Do you remember that in the convertible?
No, yes, I do. I do. Oh, good times, good times.
Yes, yes. All right, family and friends. So we're going to be in Rahway tomorrow. Make sure you come. Click the link on the bottom or text the number. Make sure everyone registers because when you register, you're going to be able to sign the waiver. We're going to have our music video happening tomorrow. I Am Amazing. That's a song that we created. My little niece, Elisa, she has some of the words in it, so it's going to be fun. This event is for all ages. Again, we have over 20 enrichment activities to teach the children how to push through. I'm excited for Christina's room. Christina, tell us what's happening in your room with Naeli tomorrow.
It's going to be very simple. It's essentially me, well, I created these kind of handouts. They're really cute and girly and fun, and it has 7 things that I wish I knew at 13. So you'll have to come tomorrow to see what those things are, obviously.
I love it. I love it.
And then I also included on that sheet like a space to write 3 things that make you feel beautiful because I don't think that's the same for everybody. I think everybody has something that they do, or maybe it's a smell, I don't know, that makes you feel confident or beautiful. So there's a space for that. And then at the bottom, there are 4 check boxes. It's almost like daily mantras. It's almost like reminder to say this to yourself every day. So we'll give those out to all the little queens that come through.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I also have some goodie bags for you to give to them. We have like stuff from Sephora and little like cool goodie things, journals, because journaling
Nice.
is so important. Like she
Hmm.
said, come out tomorrow, sign up, bring your family, bring your friends. It's all ages. I think that's about it. I want to show a video, but that
Okay.
will be there tomorrow. Thank you for rolling through, Christina.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Is CJ around so I can see his face? Look at your face.
I don't know. Let's see.
CJ!
I don't. CJ,
What?
come here.
Did he say what? Was that him?
Yeah.
You know they're like all babies to me. Like, did you guys
CJ.
watch the movie Inside Out yet, Christina?
Oh yeah, we love that movie. He's all ready to go to soccer. Here,
He plays soccer.
say hi to the people. He does.
Hi,
Hi.
CJ.
Hi.
Did you watch the movie Inside Out yet?
Yeah, I watched the movie Inside Out.
How old are you?
7.
7. What did you like about the movie?
It's hilarious. It's
What's
very
so funny?
funny.
Who's your favorite character?
Anger.
Mate, is Anger red?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I like Anger too. What do you do when you get angry? Like, what are some things you do to feel better?
Um, like start throwing stuff.
What else?
Um,
Do you scream?
yeah.
Does it make you feel better?
Mhm.
What about when you're happy? What are some things you do when you're happy?
Do stuff with other people.
Like hugging?
Mm, mhm.
If you had to choose, which sister do you like better?
Oh my god.
Mm. He loves us both, right? Mhm.
Oh, I
Mhm.
love it. I love it. All right. Are you coming tomorrow, CJ?
Yeah, you are.
Mhm.
Awesome. Well, Christina, Lord, gosh, Christina, let me tell you, when you get older, oh my gosh, the brain. I meant to say Elisa and I said Christina.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, CJ. Yeah.
You're
So,
welcome.
All
who is that? Thank you.
right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. So he's going to play soccer.
Yes, he plays soccer every
Oh my God.
Saturday for the town.
Really? Did it just start, or is it ending, or what?
It started, I want to say 3 weeks ago,
Does
around
he
there.
like it?
Yeah, he loves soccer. Hmm.
Okay, I know the interview's over, but one more question. Besides, how important do you think it is for children to do extracurricular activities to improve their life?
I think it's critical because it helps you develop communication skills, which people lack throughout their whole life. So I think that it's essential to your development to be able to communicate with people.
I love it. All right, guys. I can
Hmm.
talk to you forever, but I got to go buy some food and get my hair colored and
Alrighty,
all sorts of things. So I'll see you tomorrow,
go
girlfriend.
for it. All right, I will see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Renee's going to get us out of here. Bye bye, guys. See you, see ya, see ya, see ya, see ya. Bye. Hopefully the screen ends. If not, I'm going to end it here. Maybe it'll stop. Maybe it won't. Boom.